Alright, so in this video we're going to be continuing to look at how to determine the equation of least squares regression line. Okay, this time we've just done it on hand in the last video. Now we're going to go through and try and do this on Excel. Okay, the first thing that I need you to do is obviously open up your spreadsheet and enter in the data. Okay, this data is the same for all the examples we've done. Hopefully we've got that saved on a spreadsheet. Okay, after we get to that, I need you to come up the top here and click on the data tab. Okay, once we're in here, we will go over to here and data analysis. Okay, not too many of you will probably have this data analysis there, which is fine. I'm going to show you how to get through it. Okay, if you're on a laptop and you're on this version of Excel, it'll be nice and easy to follow. If not, hopefully we can figure it out. If not, we can just try and search it up here for it. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go File and we're going to go down to Options. Okay. Once we get into options, so we open up this one and we click on add-ins. Okay. Once we get to add-ins, all we do is just go down here to go, and it's going to open up this little add-ins pop-up. Okay. What you just need to do is click on analysis toolpack. It will not have a tick there for you most likely. Just click on that and you can tick it, and then we go OK. Okay. If you are on a Mac, I think you click on Tools and then you go down to Excel Add-ins and it will open up this pop-up for you. If you are still confused or you can't find it, come find myself or Miss Sharp. Okay, we can go and we click OK. Alright, once we get on there, now we should all have data analysis here. We can click on that and we're going to go to regression line. Okay, some of you will have to scroll down for it because I've done the example before. Is regression. Okay, we're trying to find a regression line. This is what we're going to use for our data analysis. Okay, we can go OK. Now this is the most important part. Okay, as you can see here, I already was mucking around before, so I've already got some data. Yours will probably be blank. What I want you to do is, what was the Y range? Okay, so hopefully you've still got your scatter plot here from when we figured out what was the response variable and explanatory variable. And so we know what was on the x-axis and what was on the y-axis. Okay, on the y-axis we had height. Okay, that's what we were trying to determine if that had a factor from arm span. So all I've done is I've just clicked and dragged down what was on the y-axis, which was the height. Okay, when I go back now, I'm going to do the exact same thing for the x-axis, but this time it's for arm span. So I'm doing the same, making sure you get all the values or it's going to skew our data. And I've got it. Okay, so this, again, if you need it, just go back, rewind the video and go through, but we've got our data here. Now all we need to do is click OK. Okay, before we get really confused at what this has spat out, firstly, it's just opened up a new sheet. Okay, that's all it is. Your data's still over here on sheet 1, and you'll probably say sheet 2, and we've got all our different values here. Okay, the main two that we're looking at, if we can remember the formula for it, it was y equals a plus bx. Okay, hopefully we all remember that type of formula. So what we're looking for is the slope and the intercept. Okay, straight away the main bit of information, obviously we've got our r-squared values here, our standard deviation and whatnot. The main bit that we're going to be focused on are these two here. Okay. So we've got our intercept here as 32.97 and we've got our slope as 0.08. Okay, they're the most important things. If we can't understand that, then we just need to go back and revisit this little equation here and formula so that we can have a deeper understanding of this. Okay, once I've got those two, I can figure out, alright, well, if we can remember what A was, this was our intercept. And my intercept is 32.97. We're just going to use 2 decimal places for this one. And my slope was my B value, which is 0.80. 0.81 if we're going to do 2 decimal places. Okay, so when I write this out, I can write it as y equals my intercept, which is 32.97. And I'm going to plus my slope, 0.81. multiplied by the x. Okay, now this isn't how we want to leave our formula. Okay, I don't want to see it like this. We know what the x and y values are, so that's how we want to write it. Okay, so I'm going to write height equals and I'm going to keep it the same. Okay, 32.97 plus 0.81. And remember, what was my x value? We said the y was the height and x was the arm span. Okay, what I am just going to do here is make this bigger so that we can see it all in one. Okay, so this obviously on Excel it's not as easy to type, but this is what we're looking for. Okay, we've got our equation here. We've substituted in. We know that a is the intercept and x is the slope, and then we've subbed those values in, and then we've rearranged it. Okay, just here in the worked example, it is written up a bit better, a bit more formal. So the equation of least squares regression line is height equals 32.97 plus 0.81 multiplied by the arm span. Okay, so that's what the question has asked us to do, and it's important that we can gather this data using our data analysis. Awesome.